At Indiana's most popular state park, there are certain things you expect to see, and some things you do not.
It was rattling and it had its head raised. Everything happened so fast. It was like, what just happened?
Sherry Minkus had no idea Brown County State Park is home to timber rattlesnakes. She learned the hard way. Just a few weeks ago, Sherry and her family walked this trail with their 2 dogs leading the way.
The snake struck as soon as they arrived.
This dog, Tavy, got away from the snake, but Gus, the family's other miniature dachshund, did not.
He had gotten bitten in the eye, and I could tell it was a very serious bite. He just started getting very quiet real quickly.
Gus was rushed to a local veterinarian, but it did not take long to realize the venom from a timber rattlesnake was simply too much.
His face was swollen, his eyes were swollen shut. He was not really responding.
The snake bite was fatal.
It didn't look like the Gus that I knew. He was a good dog. I missed him.
The timber rattlesnake is an endangered species in Indiana, but researchers say there are more of them in and around Brown County than anywhere else in the state. In fact, they believe there are thousands of venomous snakes in this area, including copperheads and the timber rattler.
They're all spread out, sprinkled in the forest.
Brian Mcgowan is searching for timber rattlesnakes in Brown County, and he knows just where to find them.
So you can hear it. It's music to my ears there.
Mcgowan is a wildlife specialist with Purdue University, and he uses radio waves to track dozens of rattlers through Yellowwood State Forest.
Do you hear that? Right there. The transmitter that's surgically implanted in that snake just puts off a little beep, a pulse. So I know we're probably, 2/10 of a mile away or so probably.
As we head deeper into the forest,
I think it's over here.
We're about to find what we're looking for.
She's up in this stuff.
And there she is, a 4-foot-long timber rattler. Don't you see her? You're only a few feet away. Look again. After all, she's looking right at you.
There's always a risk of getting bit. As long as you remain a safe distance away and don't handle it, chances are you're going to be just fine. I'm always surprised how many people live just in this area and don't even realize they're around. And that just goes to show you that their strategy is really to remain hidden.
But that strategy doesn't always work.
Don't really even know there's snakes out here, do they?
8-year-old Lauren Hebert was hiking with her family in Morgan Monroe State Forest when she spotted this timber rattler right on the trail.
I was just walking and I saw a timber rattlesnake. I was like a foot away from stepping on it.
I knew there were snakes here, but I didn't know there were timber rattlers.
This family didn't know either.
Let's go this way.
Until a timber rattlesnake visited their campsite at Brown County State Park.
It crawled up into our site and slithered on back in. It was just kind of creepy.
Also kind of creepy, 13 Investigates has learned the most common place for rattlesnake sightings inside Brown County State Park is near this family campground, the same campground where the Minkus family just lost their family dog. This time of year, the camping area is teeming with children, and most of their parents don't realize the park is home to timber rattlesnakes.
Oh, they don't have any poisonous snakes down here.
You don't think about them just being in this area, I guess.
Floors me, absolutely.
They're surprised we have rattlesnakes. They're even more surprised to know that it's a lethal, venomous species.
Jim Eagleman is a naturalist at Brown County State Park. He says throughout the summer, sightings of timber rattlesnakes are relatively common. But he says injuries from those snakes are very rare.
I don't want to create the fear in people's minds that these are everywhere waiting for us and that they wrestle us down and go for the jugular or anything like that. That's not the case. They tend to be retreating and shy. They're rare and they belong here, so we want to try to ensure that they stay around.
The park has a live timber rattlesnake on display in its nature center. It also provides pamphlets and signs to warn visitors about rattlesnakes in the park. But shocked campers like these say they did not get the message. And that's what worries Sherry Minkus.
I've accepted the fact that my pet's gone. We're heartbroken about it. We're sad, but my concern is for The toddlers or the little kids who might not have a pet with them, who might be hiking the same trail or a similar trail down there, who might unknowingly come upon the same thing. Why isn't there a greater awareness, especially in a campground where families and children vacation, to bring awareness to that so you can adequately protect yourself?
If you'd like more information about timber rattlesnakes and what to do if you see one, or what not to do if you see one, check out our website at WTHR.com. I'm Bob Siegel, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.